Hi, I'm Jason Logson from adventure-logs.com. Are you looking for the ultimate high-wind hydrofoil kite? Something that will amaze and amuse your friends and family? Something that's not too expensive, say under $600? Well, I got the kite for you here. This is the new Peak5 2.5 meter by Flysurfer. I've been able to ride this a couple times between my surgeries, and today what I want to do is I want to compare the 2.5 meter to my old Peak4 3 meter. I'm going to show you the differences between the two. Then I'm going to talk about what you see out in the water with this new generation. So there we go. Here's the two next to each other, the Peak5 2.5 meter versus the Peak4 3 meter. Now remember, this is just a little under 20% smaller than the 3 meter. So let's go ahead and just do a quick view on this 2.5. Now it's supposed to be dusty pink. Really, to me, it looks more red, which is appropriate because this little kite is like the devil. It is fast and furious and a whole hell of a lot of fun. It has the new TX material, which is a little bit stiffer, which I think helps maintain its shape a little bit better. Let's see, other than that, they kept the bridle lines mostly the same. Of course, now the pulley lines are gray, not the old fluorescent. It looks like to me, if you bring them down together, they're fairly close bridle wise. So on the new Peak5, you have, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4 attachment points. Where here you only have the 1, 2, and 3. So the canopy isn't as supported. Also, one of the largest differences is this. They've extended these plastic weed whacker lines almost all the way down to the end trailing edge. As you can see, they start here, they go all the way through. That makes a big difference compared to the Peak4, where this plastic line stops here. There's still a good, it almost looks like it stops about midway. There's still quite a lot of open material, which means that the Peak4 flaps more than the Peak5. Now that flapping can be good and bad depending on how you look at it. The flapping actually slows down the kite a little bit, which allows it to drift a little bit better. But also the flapping, it wears the fabric out faster. It's not as gentle in the bar feeling. So I think the Peak5, they don't drift the same way as the Peak4 does, but I think they drift a little bit better. Again, the main reason I think they drift a little bit better is this. Since this goes all the way down to the almost the trailing edge, when this kite is four line slack, which I do a lot, so that means when you are kiting into the kite and you're going faster than the kite does and just slacks, these lines help it keep its shape a little bit better. Here we go. So here is the 2.5 meter Peak5 on top of the 3 meter Peak4. So again, this is about just under 20% smaller. So you can see between the generations, for the most part, it looks like the intakes are fairly the same. The connection points though look to be slightly different. You can see how with this fabric the leading edge of the 2.5 sits a little bit open more than the 3 meter. Could just be because the kite is newer too. You can see the bridles. 3 meter. Definitely longer, but not that much longer. And that's about it. It really is a pretty simple kite. So I think the best word to describe this new Flysurfer Peak5 2.5 meter is the word fun. It is just a fun kite. It turns like a trick kite. You can spiral it, you can loop it. I love the amount of power you get out of such a teeny kite. I am always the guy with the smallest kite on the water. I mean, to the point where it's comical. I'll be out on the water with this 2.5 when people are out around like 15s and 18s. And it's just hilarious. There's a little bit more skill to it. Yeah, you gotta be a little bit careful when you drop in the water, but it will improve your kite skills. And it's cheap, man. It's like, what, under $600? It's a great kite for kids, and it's a great kite to kind of learn on. I taught someone with my 3 meter Peak4, and I plan on doing that with this 2.5. It's just it's a great little kite. So yeah, that's it. It's a fun little kite. Any questions you got, of course, just put down below. Anything to add, again, down below is always good. I try my hardest to always respond. Apologize for being so long since my last video. I had some shoulder work done in the fall that didn't go well, and ended up doing it again in the spring, and now I'm finally recovering and it's looking pretty positive. So hopefully I'll be back on the water soon and you'll be seeing much more videos. Until then, this is again Jason Logson from adventure-logs.com. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the water.